Thinking of going global with your game? More languages mean more players. But let's be honest, switching from one text to another isn't the real problem. The challenge is finding accurate translations. That's where Polyglot Game Dev comes in. This community-powered CC0 spreadsheet covers essential game terminology context, credits, description, errors, gameplay, and menus. And it supports 30 languages. Make a copy to your Google Drive account so you can edit it. This time, we'll focus only on the context worksheet. Delete all other worksheet to keep things simple. Keep the string ID column and keep the row labeled language code. Delete the description column. Delete the first row. For now, we'll use just 4 languages: English, French, Japanese, and traditional Chinese. However, Godot uses different language codes. To match the list, the title row need to be renamed. EN for English, FR for French, JA for Japanese, ZH for traditional Chinese. And the first cell in left corner should be empty. Export the spreadsheet as a CSV file. Drag the CSV file into your project folder. Godot automatically generates 4 translation files, 1 for each language. Now open your project. Head to Project, Project Settings, Localization. Then add all 4 languages. Next, let's add some buttons. In your main scene, create a VBox container. And inside it, drop in 4 buttons. These are your language switchers for English, French, Japanese, and Chinese. Below that, create another VBox with 5 more buttons. Be sure to name these buttons using their corresponding string ID values from your CSV. Rename these buttons. Create a new GD script. For each language button, add a pressed signal. The translation server will set the locale when the button is pressed. This tells the translation server to change the language. Copy this line to other buttons. Run the game. The buttons change to a different language. Now, add 1 more button. And name it Auto. Also add a signal. Use os.getLocalLanguage. You've now got an automatic system language switcher. Godot's localization isn't just for text, it supports resource remapping too. This means that textures and sounds can change depending on the selected language. Create separate images for each language. Set up a texture. Import them into Godot. Go to the Remaps page under Localization. In the Resources section, add the English image. Then, under Remaps by Locale, assign the correct language for each image. Now the images will switch seamlessly with the selected language. Finally, don't forget the fonts. Assign an appropriate font for each language. Just do it the same way you did with images and sounds. If you ever see tofu or missing text, check what font the button is assigned to. It might look fine on a PC because the PC picked a second font. But in web or mobile exports, this issue shows up more often, so always test and choose a font that's ready.